Coverage you can count on continues with Drew Blair.
1 decade, 10 years next week. It's a surreal passing of time for many as we will soon mark the day attacks from Pennsylvania to Washington, D.C. and New York City changed the country. Every year, events are held to honor the lives lost on 9/11, and right now, one is ongoing in our area. Here this morning are several men behind the Midwest America Healing Field set up in Bryant, Indiana. Welcome to Fred, Art, and Ches. Thank you so much for all being here this morning.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you, Drew.
Fred, what is this memorial made of?
It's consisted of over 1,600 American flags, as well as a replica to the World Trade Center and the victims that were lost there, as well as a replica to Flight 93 and all the victims that were lost there, and the Pentagon. We do have different guest speakers coming on each day. Today we will have Representative Beakey from Ohio, Bill Davis from Indiana, Guy Gruters, who was a 5-year Vietnam PO war. He'll be speaking, and Ches, who has done 2 tours in Iraq. And we also have the Museum of the Soldier on hand, and that's displaying all types of artifacts, you know, from the military all the way up to present.
So much going on. Sounds great. Art, you are a firefighter,
Yes.
and so many of your extended family perished on that day. What does this anniversary mean to you?
Well, when we remember these people, we say, okay, you didn't die in vain. What you done is what you do for your living, your livelihood, and you accepted these risks. And that day was a greater risk than anybody realized. So we put those people out in the forefront so we don't forget where we've been, so we know where we're going.
Never forget you. We've heard that phrase so many times in the last 10 years. And Ches, I understand you're preparing for another tour of duty?
Yes, Drew.
Wow, that we remember, of course, the thousands lost that day, but so many more have been lost since in the fighting in the last decade. What does this anniversary mean for you?
What it means for me, Drew, is basically I knew what I was getting myself into as far as knowing the risks I was taking. And basically, as long as I'm doing my job properly, and we know that is one of the possibilities that could happen, and as long as America and the people here in America are sleeping peacefully at night, we are doing our jobs properly.
Well, we thank you very much for your service, and you, Art, as well.
Thank you.
Fred, where is this memorial set up?
This memorial is taking place at Bear Creek Farms down in Jay County. It's roughly 45 minutes south of Fort Wayne here. I encourage all the guests to come out and see the event. We will have something different going on each day. The 6th we have reserved for our Armed Forces Day. The 7th is our Law Enforcement Day. The 8th we have EMS, and we have a medical helicopter landing. The 9th is a Red Cross Day, and we do have a blood drive going on from 2 to 7, so I encourage all the folks to come out and give blood on that day. The 10th we have set aside for Fireman's Day, and the 11th is set aside for the 10th anniversary of September 11th. We do have special guests speaking, Mike Balone and Rob Barrett, who are New York City firemen. They'll be coming out and speaking about the collapse, and Mike Balone was there for 257 days of cleanup.
Wow.
And we do have the World Trade Center Traveling Memorial coming out the 8th through the 11th, and that will actually have artifacts from Ground Zero, such as the airplane, law enforcement door, and other such artifacts.
Wow, sounds like an incredible place to be for this 10-year anniversary, because I've said it myself, so many people have said I can't believe it's been 10 years, but it sounds like a powerful place to be that day. So we thank you all so much for coming in and sharing with us what this means to you and about the memorial itself.
It's our pleasure.
Thank you.